All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my very first podcast. We're going to call these segments Opinions with Shannen. And hi, I'm Shannen. So, just to kind of give a little background story, I am 29 years old and I am from Georgia. Woohoo! I am also a flight attendant. So, what I kind of want to go over my podcast is, or inside my podcast, I should say, is that I'm going to try to cover a little bit of everything, from lifestyle to politics, possibly money, just different things. It might be more politically based, just depending. So actually, a lot of my topics, what I think I'm going to do, I'm actually going to have a lot of my followers on TikTok. If you do not follow me on TikTok, you can. My username is Shannen, SHANNEN, Joe, J-O, _. So Shannen Joe _. You can follow me on there, especially if you like this podcast. I greatly appreciate it. But what I'm thinking about doing is, because I go live on TikTok pretty often, and I was thinking about actually taking topics from each live and asking what you guys actually want to hear, what you actually want me to talk about. That is something that I'm thinking about doing. And I actually went on live last night and I asked you guys what you wanted to talk about. So I pulled 3 topics and I think we're just pretty much just going to hop right into it. So yeah. A little bit more about me and my TikTok, because that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is because when I started on TikTok, I had a few videos trying it out, not really sure what the hell this app was and things like that. Just like I I don't understand. So I thought it was just like a kids app. I see all these 12-year-olds coming on here and I'm like, oh, like do I really want to be a part of that? I I don't know if I really want to do this. So I posted a few videos. I had a few hundred views or whatever, and I was like, all right, this is just not for me. So as I started scrolling through it, I started following this guy. If you don't follow him, I highly suggest it. He cracks me up. I absolutely love him. His name is Bentellect. To me, I absolutely love him. And all he does, literally everything that he does, he has an amazing laugh. People always say I have an amazing laugh, but his surpasses mine by a lot. I think he's absolutely great. And all he does is read memes. That is it. All he does is read memes, and he cracks me up. So I was sitting at home one day and I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling and he pops up on my TikTok and I'm like, man, I was like, I wonder, you know what? Let's just try the whole meme reading thing, but let's make it political. And the first time it hit 1,000 views, let me tell you, I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I was just like, oh my God, I hit 1,000 views. What do I do? So I was not expecting that. I was like, all right. Next thing I know, I went to 1,500 views. 2,000 views, 25,000 views. I was like, oh my God, this is blowing up. I couldn't believe it. Next thing you know, people started adding me left and right. I'm like, oh God, what do I do? Is this like viral? What do I do? I had no idea. As I'm sitting there and I'm watching these people start adding me, I'm seeing this video getting liked and liked and liked, and everybody's commenting on my laugh. And I'm like, oh. Okay. And people kept telling me, please don't stop this. Please don't stop this. I was like, all right, let's keep going, I guess. So next thing I knew, I'm making 2 to 3 videos a night the night before and then posting one a day. So I just did it back to back to back to back. So that way I wouldn't have to, this basically became like a second job. And, I was like, I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at it. It's great. And I started getting followers after followers. And like the first time I hit 1,000 followers, I literally my eyes about bulged down in my face. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm like, what? I called my mom. I was like, Mom, you're not gonna believe this. She's like, what? I said, I got 1,000 followers. She's like, cool story, bro. Like, it doesn't mean anything to her. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just celebrate my myself. I have no issue with that. So I was like, okay. And next thing I know, I'm like posting and I'm getting all these views. And I was like, well, I see all these other people going live. I'm like, well, let's try that. See what happens. So I went live and I think I had like 5 to 10 people in my first live. Let me tell you how excited I was to have 5 to 10 people in my live. I felt like I was famous. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I win. I'm TikTok. I am viral. You cannot take this victory away from me. I did it. I hit the top. I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like I hit 5,000 followers. And I was just like, oh my God, get out of the way. Roll out the red carpet. It's great. And next thing I know, I was like, you know what? I really actually like engaging with these people. I like talking to them. They're great. And so I started doing another live, and it was like 10 people. And then the live after that was 20 people. And the live after that was 25 people. And like the numbers just kept going up. And I'm like, oh my God, this is pretty cool. And I noticed a trend on other TikTokers' lives about how I was watching them and they don't really, I'm not saying they don't engage at all, but the engagement with their followers it's not what I was expecting. Because I like to talk. I'm a chatty Cathy. I can't help it. It is what it is. Turn it off. I can't. Like, I just can't. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching all of these TikTokers and they're not saying anything. Like, you're sitting there. I can see the comments just scrolling up and up and up. And they're trying to get her, like this one TikToker's attention. She's just sitting there playing with her hair. And I'm like, girl, all right, we need to have a talk. Because apparently do you not see it? Or are you like, what is your issue? I was getting super frustrated. And I'm just watching, like I'm not even commenting. And I was like, I don't want that to be me. I want to engage with people. I want to get to know people. I want to talk to people. Like I want to hear their opinions. I want to hear what they're saying. And I want it to be sided on both ways. Like I don't want it to just be one-sided where they're just looking at me and I'm just talking about rainbows and sunshine. Or just completely ignoring them. Like I'm not that type of person. So when I started my lives, I started reading each and every comment. And to this day, I have 73,000 followers, I believe. And I literally try to read each and every comment that comes into my live stream. TikTok has this thing though, if you don't scroll fast enough, basically you miss a chunk of the comments and they get rid of them, which I think is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Anywho, so I get compliments all the time saying, you know, I love the fact that you take your time to read our comments. And I'm like, well, yeah, like what else is the point of a live if you're not going to engage? So we kind of made this community between us, and it's amazing because the topics that we talk about, they're not all politics. I will say that my TikTok is more politically engaged, but it's not all politics that we talk about. I do have I would say a little bit more than a handful of people who come in that are regulars, but it's not just politics. We can literally talk about anything, and we have. We've talked about accents from different regions of the United States. We've talked about our favorite foods. We've talked about our favorite drinks, our favorite colors. So it's definitely a community that I felt that we have built, and it's not just me, that we've built together. My moderators are starting to get to know each other, and every time they enter the live, they start speaking to each other. Like I can just be off on a rant because I get passionate about something, you know, and they're just sitting there conversing, having their own conversation, asking each other how they're doing, how their day is, and everything like that. And I love that about my live, how it just brings people together, and it's a community. So I don't know. When I started this podcast, or since I've started this podcast, you know what? I just now decided that I'm gonna talk to my little, my people. I guess I don't want to say my people. My little club. We'll just call it a club because I like that. Well, my little club cluster. And I've decided that I'm going to actually ask them about topics that they want to talk about or what they want me to talk about. So I actually pulled some from last night. I had so many people give me topics to talk about last night. So every segment I'm going to do 3 topics. So right now they are the Hodge Twins. I'll get to that in a second. Politics and religion, if they should be discussed in the workplace, and then the trucker strike. So these are more politically based, but it is what it is. Anyways. So just a little bit about me. I support the big T. If you do not know who that is, well then, it is what it is. If you are easily triggered, you might want to go ahead and get off my podcast as well, because trigger warning. So with that being said, I introduce you with Opinions with Shannen. So, first topic on the docket is Hodge Twins. So, if you do not know the Hodge Twins, I highly suggest you go find them either on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. They're all over the place. They're absolutely fantastic. They are twins. They are, I believe, half black, half white twins. They are literally the funniest. I wouldn't say the funniest, but I would say in the top 5 of funny podcasts, I would name them definitely top 3. To me, anyways. Hi, Opinions with Shannen. I think they're absolutely great. They put a different perspective for the T community, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. T 2020. That's what we're gonna call it. T 2020. They put a little bit of a different perspective on it. So, being as how they are mixed, they come in it with a different view because they do come from, both sides. But they get called racist all the time. I get called racist all the time, and I'm part Lebanese, but I digress. That's the point. But it's amazing to me how easily people are triggered by an opinion. So their opinion is they support Mr. T, right? President T. And the only reason why I'm saying President T is that I feel like I'm going to get blocked on here because I've been blocked on TikTok too. So that's the only reason why I'm trying to keep it on the DL. They give their opinions on it. They give their viewpoint on things. And you would not believe how people treat them. It boggles my mind, the fact that these people treat them the way that they do. They call them coons. They call them Uncle Toms. Just for having a different viewpoint because they don't fit. They don't go with the left propaganda. They don't go with the left mindset. They're going against the grain. And people sit there and they say, well, you shouldn't think like that because you're this. When in the world did we become a society where we all had to think one way? When did that happen? I don't get it. I don't get when an opinion hurt people's feelings. I don't understand how we got to this point in the year and the time that we're in. Good Lord, I don't get it. I really don't get it, you guys. It's super frustrating because when I hear some of the stuff that the Hodge twins go through, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dang. And it's all because it's a different opinion. That's it. When did having a different opinion become so triggering? If you sit there and you come up to me and be like, well, my favorite color is yellow. Cool story, bro. Mine's blue. Oh my God, why do you like blue? Whoa. Calm down, broski. I don't get it. I don't understand how our society has become so mean. Like when I grew up, like like I said, I am 29 years old. When I grew up, my mom and my dad always taught me, if you don't have anything nice to say, guess what? Don't say it. Period. Keep it to yourself. What benefit do you have of saying something negative? Like that's the thing to me. What good will it do you to say something negative? What good does it do? I don't understand how people, well, Becky is this. Okay, then why do you have to point it out? Just does it affect you in your personal life that Becky has this? Well, no, but okay, then what's your point? What is your point? If it does not affect you in your life, why does it matter? Why does being mean and hateful and calling people names, when did that become normal? When? I'm not angry. I am passionate. I'm not angry. I'm passionate. I don't understand. Did your parents not teach you that? If they didn't teach you that, okay, I understand that. But that's something that you learned in the first grade. Like, I was homeschooled. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. I know I'm going to receive a lot of grief from that. But you know what? It is what it is. You learn to be nice to people from birth, pretty much. Like me, from how I see it, you don't just come out angry, period. Like, you're a baby. You don't know anything. You're taught. And you see things that make you angry. And you're not taught how to be nice to people anymore. Like, it was funny on my TikTok, somebody commented on there, oh, well, this boomer, first of all, little girl, I'm not a boomer. Just to, clear the air up on that. I am not a boomer. I'm a millennial. But, like, why do you have to call names? Like, why? Like I said, I get called racist on the daily. Every single day I get called, oh, look, here's another racist. Oh, here we go with the racism again. What? My videos are not racist. Just to, clear the air on that in case anybody thinks it is. Nothing that I have ever done or that I have ever said, to my knowledge, has been racist, period. You can look on my Instagram, you can look on my TikTok, you can do all this stuff. It's not like you can't even joke anymore. And that's the thing about the Hodge Twins too. I'm not getting off my subject, I promise. So the Hodge Twins, they joke around a lot, and apparently people don't know how to take a joke anymore. Like, comedians, I don't understand how they stay in business. I really, you can't joke around anymore because people get so butthurt about the dumbest shit. Like, it boggles my mind. It truly boggles my mind that people get so butthurt about the tiniest things. Like, the Hodge Twins bring up, well, it's the Chinese virus. Oh my God, you called it the Chinese virus. Well, yeah, Carol, it kind of came from China. They're Chinese. It is what it is. It came from China. Like, if someone goes, oh, you're Lebanese. Well, yeah, I am. I'm part Lebanese. My grandfather came over from Lebanon. If someone's like, oh, it's Lebanese virus. Okay. It probably came from Lebanon. It is what it is. Oh my God, it's racist. How is it racist when it's a fact? Like, I don't get it. Like, when people bring up the whole Trump thing all the time, they're like, well, people are like, oh my God, he said the kung flu. Okay, look. Here's the thing about DT. Should he have said that? It was kind of immature. I'm not going to lie. Do I agree with it? I think it's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Does that make me racist because I thought it was funny? No, it does not. It means I have a sense of humor. But you can't joke around anymore. Like, even if he said it in a joking manner, like, okay, it's the Kung Flu. It's a joke. Should he have said it? Probably not. But did he say it? Yes. Learn to take it as a joke, period. I don't get it. I'm done. So with that being said, it's the Hodge twins, they crack me up. One of their like I said, if you haven't listened to them, I really highly suggest you go listen to them. They're super informative. They're absolutely great. They put a different spin on things. They're just really, really good guys. And not to toot my own horn, but toot. They actually commented and liked one of my TikToks. I'm just saying, I can officially die now. It's official. I can live the rest of my days in complete happiness because the Hodge twins have officially liked and commented on one of my TikToks. It was literally the highlight of my 2020. My life is officially complete. It is what it is. Anywho, second topic. All right, so talk about if politics and religion should be brought up in the workplace. Absolutely not. I cannot say this enough in the best way that I possibly can. No. With a capital N and a capital O. No. I do not think it should be brought up, period. I don't care on whose side. Like I said, I am a flight attendant. My industry, the airline industry, is a very, very liberal industry. Like, I can't. I literally can't go without saying this too much. My industry is a very, 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 very liberal industry. It is what it is. It's my line of work. Do I deal with it? Absolutely. So it's super frustrating when I hear people bring up politics at work, because I know in my head, it's about I'd say 82%, maybe, no, I'd scratch that, 87% chance that I'm not going to agree with what they're about to say, which is fine. It is completely fine that we do not agree. I have no issue with being in a disagreement with somebody. You know what? That's what you believe. That's perfectly fine. That is your right as an American to sit there and say what you want to say outside of work. If you want to sit there and say DT was the worst president of all time, that's your opinion. That's your right. That's your freedom of speech. But what is not okay is to bring it up at work in front of your coworkers. I don't know if people try to get a rise out of it. I don't know if they like to be the center of attention. I don't know if they just weren't loved enough as a child. I don't know. Or if they just want people to agree with them. There's two things you don't talk about: politics and religion. There's two things you shouldn't talk about, right? Politics and religion. We all know this. We all know this. But for some reason, people feel the need to be the center of attention when it comes to talking about things that are inappropriate, especially something like that. To me, it's not appropriate. When it comes to politics, especially, I know, like I said, 87% chance, I know I'm not going to agree with you. I've had pilots, flight attendants, gauge, not so much, but mostly flight attendants. They bring it up and I'm just like, oh my God. I sit there and I either nod my head. It depends on how it's going. Like if the conversation is just like, yeah, I'm like, cool. I'm going to go like grab the trash real quick and I'll be back when we land. Like I can't stand it. It's literally like nails on a chalkboard for me. I literally cannot stand when people bring that up at work. Or they'll try to say it negatively, and I'm just like, look, can we not talk about this? Basically, just don't talk about politics, and people still feel the need to bring it up, and I don't know why. like I said, I don't know if they just weren't loved as a child. I don't know. I don't get it. So I've had before where I'm just like, look, we don't need to talk about this. Or I've just completely walked away without saying anything. I'll roll my eyes. I don't care. Because at that point, you're not respecting anybody. At that point, you being loud and obnoxious about your opinion in a setting that is not appropriate, you don't care. And guess what? I don't care either. So, because at that point, I don't care if I openly roll my eyes at you and walk away. I really don't. Because if you're going to give your opinion, I'll give mine. It just won't be verbal. So, as far as religion goes, I don't think religion should be talked in the workplace. If now me, I'm probably going to lose a few people on this too, but it is what it is. I don't care. I am a Christian. I was born and raised Baptist. It is what it is. I think Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins. Now that I got that out of the way, it is what it is. Do I think it should be brought up at work? Absolutely not. Because people don't see the same as me. And if they don't see the same as me, that's fine. Especially when it comes to religion. People say all the time, like if we're sitting in our jump seats and we're talking about life or whatever, and they'll be like, well, I don't know what you believe in. And at that point, I'll be like, well, and I'll kind of look at them and they'll look at me and like, we'll have this little eye and I'll lean in because first of all, I don't want the whole aircraft knowing that we're talking about religion. I don't do that openly in front of passengers. First of all, like I said, it's super rude. It's super inappropriate and it's not professional at all. And honestly, it doesn't matter if you're not a flight attendant. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not okay. People are like, oh my God, we can openly talk about this. No. It's not okay. Period. So I try my hardest not to talk about it. I really do. Like I can talk about sitting there. I can talk about my dog all day long. You want me to show you pictures? I will show you pictures. You want to see my family? I will show you my family. If you want to see my car that's a mess on the inside, I will sit there and I will show you my car. I do not care. Religion's more of a touchy subject. I will talk about religion if somebody prods it on. If they really, really, really want to talk about it, then I will. I don't get deep into it. I don't go into Bible verses. I am not, just to clear the air, I'm not a Bible thumper. I've never have been. I don't like to be Bible thumped, and I don't like Bible thumping people, period. I know a lot of people don't like that either, so I'm just like, you know what? No, I don't do it. It's not me. If you do Bible thump, that's fine. It's just not what I prefer to do. I'm sorry. So with that being said, like people, like this one girl and I, she leaned in. She's like, well, I don't know what you believe. And she kind of looked at me. We made eye contact. And I was like, well, I said, I am a Christian. And she'll be like, okay. And like, we'll have a very quiet conversation. It's usually sitting in our jump seats. It's not like we're in the middle of the aisle while we're doing service, with the cart serving snacks and beverages, sitting there talking about religion. We don't do that. If you can avoid it as much as you can, it's to me, either one is definitely inappropriate, period. Or if you don't like confrontation like I do, I hate confrontation. Let me tell you, I loathe confrontation. Like when I tell you I loathe it, I loathe confrontation. It makes my blood pressure go up. It really truly does. I hate it. I loathe it. I really do. If you're a lot like me, sorry, just walk away. Just walk away. Or if you're into confrontation and not confrontation, but if you're into, or if you're okay with approaching somebody about it, by all means, more power to you, because I can't do that. I can't. Take them aside and be like, look, I don't, like, if I offend you, I'm sorry, but I don't think that this is appropriate talk in the workplace, period. If it escalates, then, you know how it goes. But I at some point, I don't think we have to be tolerant of people who don't care about the other people around them. I'm sorry if that rubs you the wrong way. I don't care. Like if you're obnoxious about it, clearly you don't care about anybody else around you. So I'm not going to sit there and care about your feelings either. So with that being said, you have to kind of tread lightly, but not really. You just have to, it's common sense, really. You have to learn how to read a room. If you can't read people, just walk away. Just walk. Just the best thing to do if you feel yourself bubbling up, walk away. Period. Like just period. So just leave it. Just leave it be. So that's my opinion on it. Hi, welcome to the Opinions with Shannon. So third topic, because I don't want to keep taking up your guys' time. So third topic, somebody brought up the trucker strike. Whew, this is gonna be a big one, guys. All right. So the trucker strike. Personally, my opinion, like I said, it's like a butthole. Everybody has one. It's probably gonna rub you the wrong way, but I don't care. So I think it's great. I truly do. If the trucker strike happens, I think it would be absolutely fantastic. Just because it will show people what Mr. B's America would look like. Period. I think, or Miss Harris Americas will look like. So with that being said, I personally, I think the strike would be an absolutely amazing thing. If it does happen, I highly suggest that you go out and you get whatever you need, because it's not going to be pretty. They are going to, I don't think people understand how big of an impact the oil industry brings on us. Mr. B said that he wants to remove everything to do with oil. We're taking the oil companies out. We're taking fracking out. Okay, Mr. B, you want to do that? Are you sure? Like, like are you sure? Because we need to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. And they've said it multiple times. So I want to get rid of fracking. And then now it's like, I don't want to get rid of fracking, but I want to get rid of the oil industry. It's like, dude, pick one. Do you or do you not? Because we're sitting on the edge of our seat waiting for this. I don't think people understand. I really, truly don't think people understand how bad it will be if the trucker strike happens. I really don't. And people are sitting there and they're like, well, that's kind of selfish. You're hurting the Republicans. You know what? 90% of the Republicans out here, I guarantee, are preppers. We've been waiting for this day. We literally have been waiting for this day. The left has no idea. They have no clue. They think they can buy tacos in the store. Well, where the tacos go? Where? Do you have a taco seed that I could plant and it just magically grows? Like, how does that work? No, Becky, that's not how it works. They especially the newer generation. You would not believe how many people come onto my TikTok. I know I'm going back to TikTok a lot, but it is what it is. You would not believe how many people on my TikTok come and say, well, Biden 2020. And then I click on their profile and they're like 12 years old. First of all, little Stephanie, no. Until you are old enough to pay a bill, or until you are old enough to legally drive a car, get off. Nobody cares. No one cares. Because you're 12. You have so much more important things to worry about instead of politics. Like, I don't understand the people who, this is on either side. Like, at this point, this is not just a leftist thing. It's not a right thing. It's, at this point, if it's a child under the age, I would say 17, if you are pushing politics on your kids, then I don't know what to tell you. I personally, high opinions with Shannen, this is it. I personally don't agree with it. I think that kids have so much more to worry about than politics at that point in their life. Now, as soon as they hit 17, then by all means, because guess what? That gives you 1 year until you are to the voting age to be able to vote. So you have 1 full year to learn everything that you need to know about your United States Constitution, the Congress, the Senate, the House. You have 1 full year to learn about your senators, your Congress people, everybody. You have 1 full year before you are old enough to talk about this. Until then, no. Like, if you want to read on your free time and you want to sit there and you want to be like, oh, well, politics this. Do it in your own time. Don't come on here thinking that you know everything, little Stephanie. Like I said, it's not just on one side. It's not on one side. It's definitely the left and the right that are doing it. I don't agree with it. But then again, who am I to say? I don't have kids. People will say, well, you don't have kids, so you don't get an opinion. You know what? Karen, you are completely right. I had a guy, going back to the whole trucker thing, I had a guy comment on my TikTok as I posted a video about it. He goes, oh, so the quote unquote, we are here to work. Hold on, stand by. I want to make sure I actually get the correct thing that he said. Hold on. All right, and I quote. So the quote, we work hard for our money, unquote, crowd is going to stop work because they didn't get their way? Okay, whatevs, sounds legit. But yet, this was my response to him, but yet, the people who don't work at all go and burn down businesses and property that aren't theirs. But that's okay? Cool story, bro. Seriously? People have no clue. They have no clue how dependent we are on the oil industry. Did you know? Turbines? Guess what? Require oil? Imagine that. Cars. Oh, well, apparently, according to Biden, we're all going to be running on electric. Well, we'll see how well that goes. By the way, Mr. B, where is my free car? Because, my car runs on gas. So are you going to be providing the cars, or do we have to go wait in line? But I feel that since we're new to your whole new deal, and we're newbies to the whole getting free stuff, I feel that we should go to the front of the line. Like the other people who have been getting free stuff because they don't work, I feel that we should jump ahead of them because they've been getting free stuff. We've been working the entire time. So is that how that goes? Or, I need to know. So this whole trucker thing, like my mom, she has asthma. She was born with it. It's a thing. She's had asthma attacks. It's a health condition. She has medicine that she has to take. I told her, I said, you better stock up. You got a week or so. You need to be stocking up. Because once that trucker strike happens, it is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And this one guy's like, well, you're hurting the Republicans. Dude, we've been waiting for this. This is something that we have been waiting for since day one. Don't tell me we haven't been waiting for this. Don't tell me that you're going to be... We're ready. We are ready to take on whatever the left has. You don't think we are, but we are. I know I'm ready. I can't speak for everyone, but I know I'm ready. Me and my family, we're good to go. People don't realize that... I don't know what that stutter was about. Come on, Shannen. Get it together. God. You'll probably think I'm an idiot. It's okay, though. Do people just not realize that we require the trucking for food, medication, water, gas, all that stuff that you want on Amazon, concrete, what else? wood. If you want to build that house over on Beverly Hills, good luck with that. You're going to have to go get you a 4-wheel drive that you don't like and go start becoming a lumberjack. Because guess what? Those truckers, they ain't going to help. They won't. And they shouldn't. Why should they? You want a B&H America? That's what that's going to be. Or, another story, another variable, gas prices are going to be so high, ain't nobody's going to be able to do anything. Which is just going to be just like the O administration. You remember when gas prices were $4 or $5 a gallon? Goodbye to that. Goodbye to the dollar, what is it, $1.70, $1.60 right now? Yep. Say bye. Because guess what? It's going to jump back up, $4. Because B has decided to get rid of the oil industry. You know where he's going to bring it right back to? Right back to Saudi. Saudi. We'll call it Saudi. He's going to take it right back there. And guess what? They're going to be pissed because we left the first time. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to jack their prices up even more. So I hope you're happy. If he wins, which, by the way, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Do y'all have a paper and pen? Because I'm about to teach y'all a lesson. Especially the lefties. Rights, we know. I got y'all. I want you guys, if you are left, I want you to take a pen and paper. And I want you to tell me what you think the definition of projected is. Just the word projected. Because I can guarantee it does not mean official, by the way. Just throwing that out there. It actually does not mean official in any form of the word. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. So, you may think it's official in your head because I will quote Pence on this. You're entitled to your own opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts. God. Oh, love that man. Pence 2024. Just saying. So, that being said, y'all need to, you know what? I need to make a list for y'all. I really do. I need to make a list for the people who overuse the word racism. What's another word? Uncle Tom. I need to come up with a list for projected. What's another? What's something else y'all always call me? Oh, a Trump pansy. First of all, back to the name calling thing. Why do you feel the need to name call? Like, does that make you feel better about yourself when you do that? Because you don't hurt my feelings. Like, I don't care. But, like, why? And, like, why do you feel the need to bring someone's appearance into stuff? Like, on my live all the time, people are like, oh my God, yellow teeth. Bitch, you don't think I know I got yellow teeth? Like, do you think that this is something new to me? Because it's not. I can hunt every flaw that you pick out on my face. Do you really think that I already don't know about that flaw? Like, do you? Is that your mental deduction? Oh, she doesn't know about this, but I'm going to point it out. Is that like... like, is that really... like, is that really what you guys think when you try to insult us? Dude, we've been dealing with your shit for the last 3.5 years. You really think you calling us names is gonna win an argument with us? Dude, y'all are crazy. Y'all are something else. Alright, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. But if you go onto my TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. It is Shannen, ShannenJO _ Shannen Joe. Find me on there. Like my videos, share my videos. I don't care. That's fine. I'm going to be trying to posting on here at least once a week. Maybe more, maybe less. I'm not sure yet. Possibly once a week. Oh, my signature black Trump hat that everybody comments on in my videos. Where's your Trump hat? Where's your Trump hat? I got it. The link is in my bio. It is under my link tree on my TikTok. So with that being said, you can use code Shannen Joe just Shannen Joe, no underscore, for 5% off of all of your orders of hats in that website. A little bit about them. The website owners, they are Mr. Gene and Miss Donna. They are absolutely amazing, the sweetest people you will ever meet. They are based in Ohio. They are country loving, president loving, Constitution loving people. They are absolutely amazing. They are a mom and pop shop. It is just them two running their business, and they are the absolute nicest people. So if you are a supporter of small businesses, if you own a small business and you want to support them, I highly suggest them. They are absolutely great people. But with that being said, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, thank you so much for listening to my podcast, my very first one, you guys. We did it. Well, we'll see. Anywho, all right, you guys, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless America. God bless our president. Trump 2020.